Millionaires, good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration expert. I'm somebody who's dedicated to developing your self esteem. And our whole goal every morning is to help you make more money a lot faster with your business. I hope you've been taking notes this whole week. We've been taking you through a specific kind of set of principles that may be able to help you. Then last night on Obsessed with Success, we did Your Mind, the Magician, Part 2. Your Mind, the Magician, Part 2. I don't know how many of you guys know and how many of you don't, but every single Wednesday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern, we do Obsessed with Success, which is like a kind of like hour-long dive into the stories and the strategies and the mindset of the best to ever do it. And so that's every Wednesday. If you missed that, then make sure you text message at MillMind to 81010. Y'all saw that right there? You also may want to go to millionaireminded.com and join our newsletter for entrepreneurs and servant leaders. All you do is go to millionaireminded.com, put your name and your email in the box, and you're going to get this newsletter every single week that breaks down mindset, skill set, heart set. I don't know who's in Miami this weekend, but as I go live, you may be watching a replay. Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching a replay. But if you caught us live because somebody here shared it with you, hint, hint, sharing is caring, y'all. Make sure you spread the word before we get started here in a couple seconds. But, we're doing a big event in Miami this weekend. So if you want to attend, make sure you reach out to me. We're going to have a lot of fun out there. On one side, it'll be the men holding it down. On the other side, it will be the ladies. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you are, reaching out to me if you want to be there. All right. It's check-in time, everybody. Let them know what city you calling in from or what city you tuning in from, Let's see. Good morning, Kay. All right, Mississippi in the house. What's up, Kenya? Good morning, good morning. Darnisha's in the house. I'm glad to see that. Coach Easy is in the house. Let's get it. Alvin, Texas is in the building. All right. Taisha Levon. Okay. Yuli Rojas. Let's go. Alicia Allen is in the house. Is it Alicia or Alicia? I want to make sure I get it right. My man Damon Ivory made it in. Let's go. My man Stanley Sterling is in the house. Miami's in the house. Let's go. Rika Clay made it in this morning. South Bend, Indiana's in the house. My man DJ Jamad is up in here. Repping ATL. Let's go. Miss Mandy made it in this morning. I love that. I'm glad you made it in, Queen. Make sure you share this thing with somebody. Miss Allen said both. Alicia, she like, just don't call her broke and make sure you call her for dinner. Jeff Cleveland's in the house. What's up, big bro? Glad you made it in this morning. Hope everybody's feeling real good. Check it out. Shatis made it in. Okay. All right. I don't know. My reception do be wild in this neighborhood and whatnot. All these trees and stuff. Y'all see all the trees behind me? It'd be wild. So I'm sorry if you're on the live line and you can't hear us real good. Yeah, I'm glad you're practicing consistency. That's what it takes, Queen. Dallas, Texas checking in. Let's go, Dana. All right, y'all. So when I start chopping it up, Portsmouth, Virginia's in here. Okay. Whenever I start talking to one of my students, whenever I start talking to one of my mentees, right, they usually at some point are going to get to what do I mean by this millionaire-minded thing, right? And one of the biggest misconceptions is that being millionaire-minded has something to do with just money, right? That somehow it's about chasing a dollar or something like that, or that you're hoarding money or something like that. And I thought that what I would do this morning is kind of like chop it up with you about what exactly this millionaire-minded thing is, some ideas on how to cultivate it in yourself, how I apply it to my life, how I apply it to the lives of the people I'm trying to help through my coaching, my mentoring, my academy. The foundation of the millionaire mindset is really simple. Obviously, that's how most profound things are. They're easy said, but a little bit harder to do it, actually. The world that we live in today isn't really open to you being millionaire minded, not if you're floating around on autopilot. So it's going to take a special kind of person. You know, there is a certain amount of energy you're going to need to break the gravitational pull around this planet, right? I don't know if you recognize it, but a rocket ship loses 80% of its gas just trying to break the gravity. After it gets out in the outer space, I mean, a baby could push it, and the space shuttle will just be wee, you know? But trying to get up there is where it takes. And if you're going to get up there, you're going to have to create a special kind of transcendent energy. That's why every single morning we're always going, woo, and all of this. Because for you to make yourself anything, you're going to have to use a special kind of transcendent energy. You're going to have to be a special kind of person who's willing to look inside themselves. You're going to have to be a special kind of person that's willing to take responsibility for themselves. Am I making sense, millionaires? Somebody say responsibility equals power. Responsibility equals power. Let's go, Sade. Responsibility equals power. Somebody give it to me. I know I got you started typing all early, but yeah, I mean it. Somebody give it to me. Responsibility equals power. This kind of person also has to be willing to step outside of themselves. You got to be willing to start looking at things in a different way, thinking about things in a different way, especially different compared to most people in this society. So my question to you is, are you this special kind of person? Do you want to be a lion? Because if you're going to be a lion, one thing you need to know is that a lion does not lose sleep over the opinions of the sheep. There is no way you're going to be able to lead the crowd without being willing to turn your back on it. It's almost like you're a maestro. It's almost like you're the one conducting the orchestra. You're leading the crowd. That means you turn your back to it. You got me? So if you said no to both of those, like, yo, I don't want to be no lion, yo, I'm not this special kind of person, then you might as well log off right now because this training is not for you. But if you said yes, you know, you're not going to be frustrated by what I'm about to say. You're not going to be angry about what I'm about to say. You're ready. So I got 7 ideas for you. I want you to jot them down. I want you to kind of think about it. And let's see if we can make some magic this morning. Let's see if we can create a miracle. And remember, a miracle is just a shift in consciousness. That's all it is. All right. So here's the first idea for you. Rules are for the person that made them. It's just like hating. It's just like criticism. When they criticize you, they're talking more about themselves than they are you. I put it in my Instagram stories yesterday. We're all meeting ourselves all day, every day. You're meeting yourself. There's this story about the man who went to a monk, and he tells the monk, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm thinking about moving over here to this place. What do you think about that decision? He said, well, you know, how do you feel about the people here? He was like, man, I just don't like living here. They're stingy, they're closed-minded. You know what I mean? Everybody be hating. And he was like, well, yeah, over there it's about the same. A lot of them are stingy and open-minded. A lot of them are stingy and closed-minded, and everybody be hating. He's like, dang. He walks away. Then the next guy comes up to the same monk, and he's like, yo, man, I was thinking about moving over here. And he's like, well, he was like, what do you think about that decision? And the monk asked him, like, well, how are people here? And he said, people here are so generous and loving and nurturing. And he sat there and he thought about it for a minute. He's like, yeah, that's how they are over there too. They're generous and they're nurturing and they're loving. What's the point? The point, y'all, is that the only peace that the monk finds on the mountain is the peace the monk brings to the mountain. You get what I'm saying? Wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. I want you to think about that. A lot of times you forget that when you meet people every day, you're just meeting yourself because you don't see with your eyes, you see with your mind. You hear me? You don't hear with your ears, you hear with your mind. You ever heard somebody say, you hearing what you want to hear? You got me? All you're doing is seeing the world as you have decided the world is. So you got three different types of people when it comes to rules. You got rule makers. They make the rules and they set the rules for everybody else to follow. You got rule breakers. These are the people who live to break every rule that's ever been presented to them, right? And then you got the rule changers. These are the people who understand the rules, but know there's got to be a better way to do things. And what they do is work really hard to find a better way to do things. What kind of rule person are you? Because if you're millionaire minded, you recognize rules are for the person that made them. Am I making sense? All right. Here's the second thing. Here's the second idea for you this morning. The only thing holding you back from anything is you. Now, yesterday and the day before, we talked about responsibility being like spinach. If you've got anything going on in your life that you blame anybody else for, I want you to vow. I want you to challenge yourself to cut it out today. There are people in this world who will lay blame for every wrong in their life at the feet of something else or at the feet of somebody else. But let's face it, you were at the scene of every crime. You hear me? You were there every single time something went wrong. Somebody feel me? I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I ain't trying to make you feel good about yourself. Not right now. What I'm trying to say to you is if you want something in life, you got to go get it. You can't be waiting for somebody or someone to hand it to you because that's never going to happen. If you want to know what it takes to be successful, if you want to know what it takes to be a billionaire, if you want to know what it takes to be famous, have a loving family, you want to know what it takes to go on exotic vacations, you want to know what it takes to own your own flourishing, successful business, you want to know what it takes to live a life filled with happiness, I'm going to tell you what it takes. It takes you going to the mirror, looking in that mirror, and looking at the exact person that can give you these things. The only person who can and will make that happen for you is right in the mirror. Somebody say, I'm who I've been waiting for. Somebody say, I'm who I've been waiting for. I'm who I've been waiting for. We who we waiting for, y'all. So, if you want to be millionaire minded, if you want this whole no limit mindset, you got to stop telling yourself you can't. You always hear this term curse words. And a lot of times they're referring to expletives. But I'm going to tell you the curse words like can't, right? Instead of saying you can't, start telling yourself, who's going to stop me? Nobody's going to make your dreams become a reality because it's your dream. So if you want it, then you got to stop quitting all the time. You got to quit quitting, right? If you want it, then you got to decide to look at excuses as disgusting. Only you can hold yourself back. Only you can stand in your own way. Only you can help yourself. And once you recognize that, your mindset starts to shift and you recognize that the two most important words in all of servant leadership are creativity and flexibility. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Creativity means there's always a way. And flexibility means there's always more than one way. Once you adopt that attitude, you'll see the magic happen because all of a sudden you're going to see opportunity in the adversity. I can't tell you how many people miss opportunities to serve their customers better. How many people miss opportunities to get a raise at their job? How many people miss opportunities to make their significant other smile or feel happy or glow? You got me? Because a lot of times the opportunity is hidden in adversity. Here's the third thought I got for you. When you get knocked down 9, get up 10. When you get knocked down 9, get up 10. That's the secret to success. When you get knocked down, like we all do, the right way to live your life is to get back up and be like, is that all you got? Life is going to knock you down. Life ain't going to be easy. You're going to have trials and tribulations. Don't complain. Train. Don't get scared. Prepare. You can either kind of let this stuff pull you down and kill you on the inside. So then you can walk around playing your violin and just being a victim everywhere. Or you can let it motivate you. You can let it make you stronger. You can let it give you the fortitude you need to survive, the fortitude you need to win against all odds. It's always your choice. You have the right to make this choice every single day. You have the right to take a chance and make a choice that's going to change something, but nobody else can do it for you. So my question to you is, what are you going to choose today? What are you going to choose today? And that leads us to number 4. This is the 4th idea I got for you. Don't let others define you. Don't let somebody else pick your limits. If you constantly live your life for your dad, or you constantly live in your life for your mom, your sisters, your brothers, your wife, husband, kids, if you live in your life for your friends, if you live in your life for your grandparents, you're never going to be happy. You're the one that's got to live this life. I don't care what any of them tell you. I don't care what any of them say about it. You think a mistake hurts. Wait until you feel regret. You know, this is your life, millionaire. You got to own it. Stand for something or die for nothing. And in your heart, you know what you want to stand for. In your heart, you know what you believe in. In your heart, you know what you want to do, what makes it feel like time melts away. You probably don't grab the bull by the horns, so to speak, because you don't understand how that thing you want to do will help you make money. I'm telling you right now, that's a trick of the devil. You cannot name me a profession where there isn't somebody raking in cash. Here's the trick. You got to think about the serve before you think about what you deserve. Is it going to be hard? Yeah. Are people going to try and hold you down and want to keep you at their level? Yeah. But here's what you do. You think for yourself. Somebody say, I'm a voice, not an echo. Somebody say, I'm a voice, not an echo. Let your voice be heard. Make a difference in your life. Make a difference in the lives of others around you. Change the world if that's what you want to do. But don't let anybody define you but you. Am I making sense? Here's the 5th one I got for you. You ready? Don't expect anything from anyone but yourself. Don't expect anything from anyone but yourself. When it comes to getting what you want in life, millionaires, you're the only one you can really count on. When it comes to what can make you happy in life, only you can ever make yourself truly happy. If you think other people or other things are going to bring you happiness, or the things that you see in the movies and you're wrong. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Somebody say, I'm a voice, not an echo. Here's the 6th idea I got for you. Never quit on yourself. Never quit on yourself. Basic human fact, right? People will quit on you. We're only human, right? There's only so much any person can take. And that being said, would you quit on yourself? If so, why? I dare you think about why you normally quit. I dare you write down and contemplate what normally throws you off your square. You ever met somebody, millionaire, who you love them so much, you would do anything for them? You ever met somebody like that? You would go to the ends of the earth. You would fight all the devils in hell. You love this person. Maybe it's your child. Maybe it's your significant other. Maybe it's your mama. Check this out. What if it was you? What if you were the one you would do anything for? What if you loved yourself so much that you'd fight any obstacle? You'd tear down any wall. A lot of people don't get it, man. But before you can save somebody else, it's really important you get yourself together. Now, that's not to say be selfish. It's not to say be a jerk. But what it is to say is that people are going to quit on you. Why would you quit on yourself? Right? I don't care how bad it gets. I don't care how alone you feel. I don't care how if everybody tells you they don't like you and wish you would die. You can't quit on yourself. At those times, and they will happen, you can look yourself in the mirror and repeat this as you stare in your own eyes. Somebody say it with me. I will not quit on you ever, right? I am committed to you. I am committed to you today. I'm committed to you tomorrow. I'm committed to you yesterday. Nothing's going to stop us. I'm here for a reason. I still have work to do. I'm committed to you forever. I'm committed to you. You see what I'm saying? Imagine if you looked in the mirror and you repeated these sorts of affirmations. You got to say it until you have tears in your eyes. Say it until you're angry. Say it until it's a mantra and you can hear it in your mind without having to say it out loud. Say it until you believe it. Say it until you know what you're saying is true, not only to your mind, but to your heart, to your soul. You can't give up, y'all. Today is hard, but check it out. Tomorrow is going to be worse. And then the day after tomorrow, it's going to be sunshine. But I want you to bust a move starting the day. Somebody write this in the comments. These are the good old days. These are the good old days. These are the good old days. Don't you know in 10 years, you're going to look back on this and be like, man, I should have got that thing cracking. What was I thinking? Somebody give it to me. These are the good old days. And here's what I got for you for number 7, y'all. Keep things simple. Why do we always have to make things so complicated, right? I don't know what it is about humans, but we got to do this. I ain't got an answer for this. What I do know is anytime you can break something down into smaller, simpler pieces, you do yourself a favor. You'd be surprised at how much stress, how much pressure would go away if you just strive to make things simpler. You got to take a little action when you're in doubt. You don't need to be overthinking everything. Some action is better than no. Slow motion is better than no motion. You know, oatmeal better than no meal. But a lot of us get stuck because we get wrapped up in this or that. We get wrapped up in something. We tend to forget that we're supposed to be making movements for any kind of progress. So millionaires, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you caught something out of this. Yeah, these are the good old days. That's a fact. You're going to look back on this time and be like, woo, I had a moment right there. I could have pulled this off. Yeah, okay. These are the good old days. That's exactly right. These are the good old days. Appreciate that, big bro. All right, y'all. So it's affirmation time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hope you got a thought or two that you could use. I hope you got a thought or two that strengthens your philosophy as you make it through this crazy world. But now it's affirmation time. Let's cement this thought. Let's begin to recondition our minds. Let's begin to recondition the way we're thinking about this thing. Y'all ready? Call in right now. Call in right now. Call in right now. 667-776-9461. 667-776-9461. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Here we go. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me easy.